I'm now coming to you from Wakaliga at the home of the Lord Mayor Salong Elias Lukwago, who is also the interim president of Forum for Democratic Change. That is for you who subscribes to the Katonga branch of FDC. I want to understand this issue of the opposition, the alliance of the forces of change, United Forces of Change. They held a press conference on Tuesday and announced that this Thursday they are going to be mobilizing the masses to walk onto the streets of Kampala, plant trees, plant flowers, and whichever thing they can land on to show dissatisfaction over the state of the roads in Kampala. Of course, this happens on the sidelines of the non-aligned movement summit that's also happening in Kampala. They're trying to draw attention to the guests who are in Kampala on the state of our infrastructure, road infrastructure. That's why I'm speaking to the road mayor here, whom I'm finding at his home. He's the chief political superintendent of the city, and we are supposed to be getting answers from him. And you are the interim president of FDC, Katonga faction. Good morning to you, and thank you for letting me into your house, even though it was a struggle for me getting to these premises because there is a lot of deployment at your premises. Good morning to you, Lord Mayor.
Good morning. Obviously, my home is under siege, and accessing it now is not that easy. As you have witnessed at the entrance here, they have sealed off. There is a truck just across the gate, the entrance here, and of course so many policemen and unidentified security operatives within. Literally, I'm under siege. Actually, the place has been sealed off, which is really very unfortunate, because what we are doing is a civic activity. It's a noble duty. It's a constitutional command. In situations of this nature, we are required to rise to the occasion under Article 3 of the Constitution, that don't sit back, do something about the state of affairs. So, about what is going on right now, the road infrastructure in Kampala, everybody recognizes, is in dire state. All of you are feeling the pinch, are feeling what it means to be in a rotten infrastructure like ours here. For us, you'll ask me, what have you done as the Lord Mayor? We have tried our best. We have at least highlighted what has been going on and put on notice government that please, let's do something about this. Colossal sums of monies have been allocated, at least from the development partners. The most recent one being the Africa Development Bank loan of 288 million.
And they are threatening to withdraw?
Yeah, certainly. Certainly, they have put us on notice that unless we do something to make some quick interventions, they are recalling the loan, the facility, by 1st Feb. It's black and white, the Africa Development Bank. So these people had appropriated every unit at a whooping cost of 14 billion Uganda shillings, which is really very, very unfortunate. And now, when the NAM guests come here, they may not get a true picture of what is happening. And some of these are our development partners. For your information, they need to get the true picture of what the state is like.
Before you even go to the NAM guests, I want to understand the over 20,000 voters who put their trust in the name of Elias Lukwago, and they put you as the Lord Mayor. When they see you winning like us, the ordinary Ugandans, they get puzzled because they expect this city to be in a better situation because you are the chief superintendent. You can even summon the technical team.
Exactly. I hope Ugandans have been following what we have been doing all these years. The push and the shove we have had in the KCCA, the halabaloo that we have always had at State Hall and everywhere, to the extent that we even petitioned the Parliament over this, and they intervened. The Honorable Joel Sonyonyi, when he was still chairperson Kosase, they investigated these matters, and they came up with the findings that indeed this money has been squandered. The colossal sums of money. Even this flyover project, it has cost a huge sum of money. The flyover project, World Bank, it was the same story. Africa Development Bank, we have petitioned the IGG, we have petitioned the Parliament, we have had the fist fights within, literally fist fights amongst the councillors at State Hall. So all has not yielded fruitful results.
If that has
not, we are taking this matter back to the people, the owners of the city, the owners of this country, to tell them, look here.
But taking it back to the owners of the city, the Kampala dwellers and those who come just passing by, and if all this has not yielded fields, do you think that just planting these banana plantations, banana leaves and then banana plants will also solve the situation? Will it change anything? anything in Kampala, because we would expect that maybe the executive, the Lord Mayor, the technical side, you would also come together and sit and discuss, other than planting these trees. Would it also be
first and foremost, what you are calling sitting and discussing, we have done it before.
So with planting
this, come to that. What Mr. Museveni did as a response to our outcry and the public outcry is to bring in SFC. These SFC are just posturing here. You remember General Museveni ordering that they give us additional sum of 6 billion. Have you bothered to find out how it was utilized? You ask the SFC, they said they have utilized the 2 billion.
And
they have utilized
this. And KCC are sitting on a budget of over 400 billion shillings.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Our role has been hijacked by General Museveni and handed it over to SFC, who are now posturing. So ours is now to play this role of calling them to action. That please, you took over the role of the Lord Mayor. You took over the role of State Hall, KCCA. You took over the role of all the elected leaders. We are over 460 elected leaders. Now they are saying it's the SFC which is going to fix the problem on our roads. So we are saying, please, you came in May. They came May last year. May last year. That's when they embarked on this journey. Ask them how far they have gone with fixing the roads. They are just posturing. It's brandstanding.
I will seek answers from them. But in the meantime, I just want to understand how you, as the United Forces of Change, mobilizing the masses to rally and go into the streets. They are also feeling, yes, the pothole, the state of the roads is in a dire state. But just planting these banana plantations onto the streets and the flowers, I just want to understand from you, the managers of the city, how that will translate into a better city.
One, people to assert their rights, because they are entitled to better infrastructure. First and foremost, they have. How best can they demonstrate their frustrations? How best can they demonstrate their anger? So it's through agitation. So agitation goes with actions. So this is an action intended to call to order those who are holding their monies, those who are taxing them. It is the regime that is taxing them. The other day, General Museveni was just, I don't know even how to term it, but he was playing a rude joke on this serious matter by saying, you see, they started with those roads which connect Uganda to the rest of East Africa. And these roads in Kampala are just for Rakizali. He used the Uganda. Those Kwejalabia roads. So, honestly speaking, a commercial hub where you're getting over 70% of your taxes here in Kampala. Over 70% of the budget is funded by revenue from Kampala here. And you are calling these roads Kwejalabia roads. So this is the reason we are calling the people of Kampala, Ugandans at large, to come to, to rise up and show the regime. It's about exposing what is happening here. Probably Mr. Museveni is in deep slumber. He doesn't know what is happening here.
You know, these efforts have been done before by the opposition. Now you have United Forces of Change. We had 4GC. We had protests like Walk to Work before, trying to put up the pressure and cause this opening the minds of the public. But still, we still walk into the same situation, the same state of affairs. Does this hold any water, coming together as leaders of opposition to create the awareness? Do the public either don't they even see what's happening, or is you who even fail them?
First and foremost, we have to offer leadership. As leaders, we have to guide the masses on what they need to do. Of course, they are disgruntled, they are frustrated, but they are just grumbling down there. So this is a wake-up call to them. They ask us, Lord Mayor, why don't you fix these roads? Oftentimes we tell them, look here, we have done our best within the parameters at KCCA and at a national level in Parliament and elsewhere, IGG, like I earlier mentioned. But what role should they play in all this? So this is what we are saying. It's a wake-up call to Ugandans that, look, this is our collective obligation, our collective duty. So the reason we should go into collective action, and it's peaceful. But let me tell you this: in UK, in London, just this week, 15th, they had what they call the National Pothole Day. It's all about, because the potholes in London are rare. So for them, they even have a national day where their citizens come out to report the potholes, and they are responded to quickly, urgently.
Yes, but as that happens, I understand. But the opposition, the leaders of the opposition, have tried to have these efforts before, but either they disintegrate or they fall apart. There is something that is missing within even you, the leaders of the opposition.
We indicated this at the time. At our press conference, we adumbrated on this issue and explained it clearly that, look, this is not a new formation. This is not a new platform. It's a continuation of the struggle we have always championed. It's only that at every given corner or nook or turn, whatever, there are new efforts, new initiatives. So basically, it could be one of those new interventions, new kind of initiatives, but the journey is the same, the struggle is the same. It's nothing new.
You know, from Tuesday on social media, some people have been saying that, look, these leaders, opposition leaders, be the first to take their families, their relatives on the streets to at least show this dissatisfaction with the protests, because they think that you call the masses and leave your family relatives.
Those are just detractors. Those are naysayers. Those are NRM apologists. They are all out to punch holes in whatever we are coming up with. But we have done our best. Ours is to rally the masses, to call them.
Final, very final.
For me, I'm set. So it's not about saying you others go out, plant. I am the first person in the city. I am the Lord Mayor. So when it comes to the hierarchy in the city, in the protocol, yes, the protocol in the city, I'm number one.
You should be in Munyonyo. You should have been invited in Munyonyo. As being the Lord Mayor of the host city.
I heard the RDC of Rubaga, he said it's not a local function. That for us, that the Lord Mayor is local. Can you imagine Bulora with that kind of crap? Anyway, the point is, I wasn't invited in Munyonyo, and they decided to persecute people. They are just harassing Ugandans. Just go and actually, you have been interviewing them in that corridor. Whatever is happening there, he's horrible. Bunga, Gaba, Kabalagala, Munyonyo, Murungu, Kansanga, all those places, they have beaten up people, they have destroyed their kiosks, their properties, their merchandise. So it's mayhem they have caused that side. So what do you do all that in the name of welcoming visitors?
Okay, finally, as you set out, yes, indeed, my traffic update, I went through Martin Road and Rashidi Kamis Road. The situation there is not good, but still, outside your home here, there is a lot of military and police presence. They have already sealed off. Are you still waiting to go out? And because what is happening here is also happening at Magere, at the Honorable Robert Chagulanyi's home. It's also happening at Kasanga at Dr. Kizza Besigye's home. Are you still waiting to go ahead with your plans? And if you go, police has already warned you that yes, we're going to be facing the consequences.
Well, whatever we are doing is within the confines of the law, specifically the Constitution, Article 30. We have always highlighted this, and I want to invite Ugandans, please take a note of the provisions of Article 30, the command under Article 30. So for me, I'm set, and we have time. And this is not happening the very first. It's not happening for the first time now. It has always happened. This is more or less a deja vu. So we are saying, fine, if you are doing that because theirs is to keep us here, to confine us in our homes, we have time and again insisted our homes are not prisons. We cannot allow police to turn our homes into prisons. So I'm not going to be confined here, but I'm not going to breach or to violate any law. I'm set, as you can see. The truck is here. I have my spade here. You call it a chitiyo. I have my banana suckers. They are here, but I am not going to allow police here, the military, the security operatives to restrict my movements to go and do a civic activity, to engage in a noble duty of calling upon Ugandans to assert their rights. It's a noble obligation.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Salongo Elias Lukwago, the Lord Mayor of Kampala, capital city, but also the interim president of Forum for Democratic Change, that is from the Katonga group. This is Stephen Imbido Mfefeso Chibuga. We shall keep our tabs on this issue as it unfolds today until the sun sets. I have to hand you back to Priscilla Regina Naroga and Chrissy Genyi, who are in the studios. I'll be speaking to you later on.
Many thanks, Stephen Mbide, there for that.